The Review Plan screen allows you to monitor what you have planned on the Record Progress screen from an overhead view. This screen is most helpful if you are recording progress regularly and utilizing the plan status for each lesson. You may want to watch the video on planning about the Record Progress screen just to get the whole picture of this process. But for now, I'll show you how to review plans that you've already implemented on the Record Progress screen. To review your plans, go to the Record Plan You menu at the top and select Review Plan. Now follow the numbered steps on the screen to review selected information. In step 1, select one, multiple, or all students. I'd like to see the plan for my entire classroom, so I'll find the Select All button in the lower left corner. In step 2, select which statuses you would like to review. The most common selection for planning is the one selected by default. MRX will display all of the lessons that you have planned on the Record Progress screen but have yet to present. Essentially, this gives you a to-do list of presentations. This could be for the upcoming couple days, week, or even month if you plan out that far. By consolidating the lessons on this screen, this could dramatically reduce the time you spend searching for lessons on the Record Progress screen. In step 2, you may also view lessons you have presented to students but they have not yet practiced at all, view lessons that a child has practiced but has not yet shown improvement, or view lessons that a child has improved but has not yet mastered and may need that final push or review. You have options here on how you would like to filter the data to see what the next step may be. Step 2, I'll leave the default titles. And in step 3, all of the areas are already highlighted by default. I could select one or several if I'd like, but I want to see the whole picture once again, so I'll leave them all selected. You now have the choice of how to see the information. The button that offers you the most control is the View Data button in the lower right corner. I'll start with that one to show you why. So when I click on View Data, I now see all the lessons that I've planned for all students in all areas. The good news is that I can sort this grid however I'd like. For example, I can sort by lesson and see who might be eligible for a group lesson. I can sort by student instead, and then see every lesson that the student might have, and then find an appropriate lesson that way. I can also sort by days since I've actually planned these lessons and see which ones have been on the to-do list for the longest amount of time. This may give me a priority in terms of presentations. Also notice in the lower right corner that this screen has the same recording features as the Record Progress screen. Therefore, it is possible to record progress on any of these lessons, add comments, delete lessons, view history, view an album page or video when set up. Therefore, in a classroom, you might reference this list. For example, I'll sort by lesson. Perhaps this is a good group lesson. I'll select all the students that are there that day, present this lesson to all of them, and now hit the present status in the lower right corner. Save this just like you would on the Record Progress screen. And bingo bango, that lesson is no longer on your to-do list of presentations. It no longer fits under the criteria of something you have planned but not presented. You could change the selection criteria and look at something you've presented but the child has not practiced if you'd like to follow up with that lesson. This essentially means that you can remain on the review plan screen to find the lessons that you need and record progress with a consolidated list. So these are obvious advantages to the View Data button, but it might also be helpful to generate a PDF document. In the lower right corner, you can either select View Report by Student or View Report by Lesson and your selected report will appear in a new window of your browser in the Adobe PDF format. I could print or save this report for reference. I could also show the lessons planned for one or more students to an assistant, a substitute teacher, or even give students at higher levels a printed copy as a work plan. Finally, I could email this report to either other teachers, substitute teachers, administrators, or even parents and save paper in the meantime. To do so, click on the Email Report button. A new window pops up. Follow the numbered steps of entering a subject, message, and other recipients if applicable, and the report will be attached to the email, keeping you all on the same screen at the same time. The Review Plan feature is a highly underutilized tool in MRX, but one that has some of the largest implications for improving organization and saving time. Just remember, the first step is to record progress regularly for this to reach its potential. Then you can dramatically reduce the amount of time you spend planning on nights and weekends while also knowing what lessons a student is ready for at a glance.